if you can hear me or not, for one thing. I'm going to check on the computer to see if the volume is there, to see if I am live, so you might hear that. This is not, on the computer is not yet showing that it's live. It says waiting for LG Homestead. Now there's a commercial, so maybe it is live. Jovita's in here. It's showing one person, but I'm in here, so you'd think it would show two. Thank you, Jovita, for showing up. I do not know how you end up making every one of the lives and premieres. You're always there. Sharon Walker, hello. Give people a chance to get in. Give people time to have a chance to get in, because my lives aren't scheduled. Molly, hello. Marcia. Okay, so I am live on the computer. Jovita says, Lorie, I gotta have your back. Well, thank you, Jovita. That's why you're a moderator, because you're always here. It's easy to get to know someone and to trust them when they're always around. Patty, hello. Mom should be here. I think she's going to be watching from the TV, so I don't think she'll be chatting in the chat, but she should be watching. I'll let her know that I was going live. So I put out a video on Sunday like I was supposed to. Deborah's in here. Sue is in here. Grounds family. Hello, Grounds family. Joanne Suggs. Hey. Got distracted. Oh, Peggy. There you are. I put out a video Sunday like I usually do. And I've got one ready for Thursday already. I've been behind and I've been not making the schedule, making it in time, but I have got it set up where I'm going to be on time this week anyway. Sue, thought I was a moderator on here. I don't see you as a moderator. I don't know if you were or not. I didn't change anything. Hey, Neil. Diane is in here. Joseph is getting harder and harder to see the names. You better start getting on time. I know, it's been so busy. There's been a lot going on. And then every time I have time, there's the high winds or the rains or whatever. But anyway, if you watch the last couple of videos, have been having problems with coyotes. And so I did go out and buy a trap. It's one of those cage traps, the live traps. And Joseph, I don't understand the question. I didn't understand that question, Joseph. And I don't know where my chat is on the computer. I'm watching on the computer because it's easier to read a lot of times. If she doesn't schedule, she doesn't have to be on time. This is true. Name, Lorie. Yes, my name is Lorie, Joseph. Marcia watches the Grounds family all the time. Anyway, so I went and got a cage, and then haven't seen any coyotes here since I bought the cage. I hear them tonight, but they're off in the distance. These other dogs, you'll hear them probably barking outside, just right outside this window. They're barking at coyotes because they're out there howling, and they're not barking right now, but I mean, they just, right before I went live, they were all barking and carrying on, and I checked, and Caleb's not Caleb, Tucker's not barking. Tucker does bark a lot, but I kind of rely on him to tell me how close they are, because he gets really angry. And we haven't had a bark like they were angry in a couple of days. And I think I bought the cage Sunday, and it's really, I went out and set it, and I'm not going to catch anything if they don't come up. And so that's what's going on with that. But I hope that I catch whatever it is that's coming right up to Tucker's pen, because that's where the goats are. And if it goes on around, I just got a weird text. If he goes on around Tucker's pen, then there's the chickens over there, and the chickens around the chickens, have the chain link fencing on the chicken run. But if they really wanted to, they could get in there. But so then the free ranging birds are in the trees. They roost in the trees at night. So I don't have to worry about them, and they're all roosters but one. But whatever is coming up at night, it is at least a canine, is a dog of some sort. It looks like a coyote, but it's been dark, and so I really can't tell to be 100% sure if it's a coyote or not. But it is. There's Amy living in Abundant Grace. But it is. I forgot. Saw something Ovita did. It is coming up to the property. It is coming up to the goat pens. It's coming up too close, and I need to catch it. Need to find out what it is. If it's a neighbor's dog, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So that is that. And when I uploaded the last video, I had you get all these new comments coming in every time a video goes out, and this time I had someone comment on a video 2 videos back. I think it was like a quiet day video, and I didn't have very many views on that video. The retention was real good on that video, but I didn't have very many views. But this person, Peggy, says what was killing our rabbits was reaching through a 1/4-inch hole and pulling them apart a piece at a time. That sounds like a coon. Ovita, you already know. So there's Mom. Mom made it into the chat. Tammy's here. Anyway, so on that video, the day that I uploaded Sunday's video, or yeah, it would have been Sunday, somebody that is a subscriber or was a subscriber commented on that video, the quiet, I don't remember the title of it, a quiet heavy day. It's a heavy day, and told me that, said something, they knew my name. Hi Lorie, been watching you for a while. Love you, love your animals, but you just post too many videos. You post too many members only videos, and so I hope good luck to you and your animals. Take care, something to that effect. I mean, it's like that individual was a woman, is going to leave the channel because I post too many members only videos, and I have mentioned on the live streams. I've mentioned, we talked about when I opened the memberships, why I did it, and it's because people asked me to, and I do not have very many members on the membership page, but it gives them an opportunity. It gives people who want to go that route to support the channel to do that, because people had asked for it. And but it says, Lorie, just keep doing what you're doing. Well, so the thing of it is on these live streams, I tell everybody, I've had people ask in the live stream what's on the members only. Well, there's not much. I don't do much on the members only. I opened it up because people asked me to. If I felt like they really wanted more videos, I would do my best to put more videos on there. As far as just members only videos, like where it never goes public, I think there's like 8, and I've had the membership open 2 or 3 years. These notifications keep coming up, and so I do release videos early for members. I do that occasionally, but it's been a couple of months since I've done that, at least until today. After I got that comment and I got this video done in time to where I can do that before it's supposed to be released on Thursday, I went ahead and released it to the members first, just because. But I have never. That is crazy. That is like got to be one of the oddest comments that I've gotten, because I don't post very many members only videos. And I have talked about, and so they knew me, they did watch, they knew my name. That's crazy. How feed to 30 people and only 11 thumbs up? What? That didn't rhyme. I don't know what channel she's watching, because I rarely see a members only video from her. That's right. I don't, like, there's just not very many. If members started asking for something specifically or for more videos, I would do my best to get it. It would be hard, but I would surely do it. The Wild Huckleberry. Hello, I didn't notice very many members on only videos from you. Yeah, there's not. I do release them early, but I haven't done that in a while because I've been so busy. I haven't been on my regular schedule uploading videos as it is these last few weeks. These last few months have been really busy. Neil says, it's stupid to complain that you don't get something that paid members do, right? You want to see it? Buy membership. Because and I'm just reading what Neil said. There's a really, truly, honestly, very little there to see. People, Pixie Ranger, Sneak Santa takes a seat. People, usually the memberships is they just want a way to support. Like some people, well, people just do all kinds of things just to support the channel, but the memberships are, I don't know how much they are, like $1.99. There's $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. That's it. Something like that. I mean, I don't even know if those are the right prices, but they're like a month. And so, like, I don't know. Let's see, what do you guys got going on? I just want to talk about that and let you know. Maybe that person's in here that I released a video today for my members only. But that video will come out Thursday on the normal time. It's supposed to rain Thursday. Since I worked all day last week, I usually work at the job Monday through Wednesday, and I'm here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I had to work all week last week, and this week is like really messed up because I don't know what day it is. Weird comments. Okay, so what do you guys have going on? I pretty much did what I said what I was gonna do. Sue says it's $2.99 a month. Sharon Walker is a member. She probably knows the prices. I don't know. But there's three, what, tiers? Is that how you would say it? I don't know. But they're pretty much the same. It's just different prices. Later on, if I ever do get a whole bunch of members, I would do like members only live streams and stuff like that. I'd really have to think hard about how to handle that, but I would do things differently. But I had a few people ask me to put it up, and I put it up, and I got a few people as members. Same ones every month, pretty much. I was looking at that membership today. You have chicken farmer for $2.99, a goat keeper for $3.99, and a cattle rustler for $4.99. So there's not a $2.99 one, Peggy? That's the thing about going on the phone. You get all these notifications that get in the way. I thought there was a $1.99. Maybe I should change that. Make it one. I don't know. Make it, and maybe YouTube changed. Maybe YouTube did something different. I don't know. But the memberships are no big deal. Seriously, honestly, promise. Tammy said, I wish I could afford to get members only for the channels that I watch. I could do one or two, but I'm not going to do those if I can't do them all. Tammy, you do whatever. Like, I mean, you do in your situation, because some of the channels actually do give more content and give, other perks. And that would be the one that I would go to, that I would be. I don't think I'm a member on any channel. I have before, but I don't think. I might want to check. I might want to check. You know what's crazy is you can gift memberships, and I get an email saying that I was gifted a membership in a channel that I don't like. I may be subscribed or I may have watched them in the past, but I don't watch them now. And then I was gifted a membership, and usually you gift memberships. Or I thought the way I read it is you gift memberships during live streams or premieres, and you have to like comment. And when somebody gifts a member, say somebody buys 5 memberships for a month in a chat, then it goes to 5 random people in the chat. Like the purchaser doesn't get to choose, and the YouTube channel doesn't get to choose. It's supposed to be random. But I would get memberships of channels that some of them I did watch, some of them I did know, but it was just like out of the blue. I wasn't in a live stream or anything, and just out of the blue I get this email saying that I had memberships, and it was several different channels that it did that to me with. Meg's little house in the country. I got laid off on Friday. Oh, so I've been making calls, etc. Got to get more income coming in. That is rough. That is really rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Chicken is $2.99. I need to change that because I don't know, it's too high. I don't know. Did you set the prices, or does YouTube? Well, I don't know if you can. I don't think you can set. I think they have options, and they do recommendations. That might be what the $2.99 was. That might be the most popular one, and that's why. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and go back in there and see if there is a $1.99. But no, you don't set the. I think they're like just set $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, and you choose what you want, and you name it, and you come up with your own emojis or whatever. But I don't remember. It's been so long ago. I don't remember all of it. But there are channels, and there are YouTube that like Eddie Family Farm, and I think Grounds too. You do get extra videos, some behind the scenes stuff, extra videos for being members. So there are some that do more. And Eddie Family, I think they do members only live streams. Lorie Carp, hello. I hope you're doing well. The Wild Huckleberry, I've seen gift memberships to people who weren't in the chat at the time. It may be subscribers. It used to be, I thought, just when you were in the chat in the live stream. So I've never seen somebody like purchase 5, like it announced it in the live stream, somebody's purchased 5 memberships or gifted 5 memberships. I've never seen it not go to 5 people in the live stream. You know what I mean? I've never seen that, but maybe it does. Maybe they changed it. Jody Young, hello. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Thank you, Jody. I'm glad to see you in here. Jody is a member. Prayers, Meg's little house in the country. Hopefully it won't take you for 4 months like it did me. Sharon, good morning, Lorie and friends. Happy New Year's. Thank you. Beverly, Beverly. Let's see, Jody Young, $20. Is that a Happy New Year's, everyone? Super chat. Thank you, Jody. Let's see if I can find the chat over here now. I still don't have a chat. Why don't I have a chat to look at? Nope. Can y'all hear the dogs? I hear Dandy and Titus. They're going to be barking at coyotes. Has anybody, I know when it first came out, we talked about the Homestead series that came out. There's the movie and then they started the series. Is anybody watching that? I did not go watch the movie. I did watch it later on Angel. I purchased a membership on Angel temporarily. Turns out I don't watch TV enough for that to profit me very much, but I did watch the movie and I watched the first couple of series and I wasn't impressed, but like a lot of people talked a lot about the movie, how good it was. My parents did, Amy did, and I don't know. And I used to watch The Walking Dead and I was really deep in that, but I don't know, I can't. Mom says, I wonder if the coyotes are, yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're just not real close yet. Ovita's addicted to watching TV. And Tammy hasn't watched in 5 or 6 days. And yes, Pixie Ranger can hear the dogs. She thought it was hers. I hear Gertie at the back door trying to get me to let her in. And Titus. I don't hear Tucker yet. I hear Mom's dogs though. Hear Buddy. Nobody's commenting on the Homestead. I'm waiting on somebody to comment on the Homestead or anything for that matter. But I wanted to see if anybody has watched any more of the series of the Homestead. Mom Sharon wants to know how you are doing. She's been watching the videos. Tammy has been watching the videos. She said I would be a wreck right now if coyotes were that close. Neil says, this is a comment. Never watched it. You remember, you know what I'm talking about though. They advertised it in the theater for a while. Yes, no, maybe. Sharon says, I just had the local pet go past, chat moved. I just had the local pet go past my place about an hour ago. My dogs are going ballistic. You'll just have one local pet? Just kidding. Sarah's Barnyard. I haven't seen the movie or the series. Sorry, I was interested in the movie, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, a lot of people, the local pack. Okay. Hello from Pennsylvania. Now the chat's moving on me. Sorry. Dennis is from Pennsylvania. Hello. There are quite a lot of shows I've never heard of because they haven't made it across the giant puddle. Occasionally I hear coyotes yipping across the fields at night, mostly during the summer though. We hear them mostly here in late fall and winter. I think it's breeding season right now for them to give birth in the spring, but it seems like the population is growing pretty quickly. I still don't have any horns on that calf. And I got all kinds of answers in the comments about whether two-horned cow or cow bull can produce a polled calf. Wild Huckleberry may know. The calf that I'm talking about, it was the last one born, I suppose. It could just not have them in yet, but it doesn't, and that's never happened. Like that bull and that cow have always produced horned calves. The only one that's polled is the one that comes out of Amy's polled cow. And I do not know, and I keep meaning to look it up, but I do not know how the genetics work on horns with cows. I know polled gene is dominant in goats, but I had people telling me the polled was dominant in cows, and I had people say that the horn is dominant. I don't know. Occasionally, let's see, here in southern Arizona, they're here year-round. I have them come up to my back pasture to drink water in the summer. They're here, and you occasionally see them. Like, I don't know, when I'm driving, usually I'll see them, like in someone else's pasture or something. But they are a lot. You'll see one or two together, maybe three at the most. But right now they're like packs of them, and they're really loud. Really loud. Sometimes it sounds like it's right outside this window, but they're not. There's just that many of them. The wild huckleberry, I heard a bunch last night as I was finishing feeding. Jackals. Huh. We have jackals this side yelping at night over here. Sarah, whoops, almost timed you out. Sarah's barnyard. I like hearing the coyotes in the evening. It's eerie but cool as long as they're off in a distance. Freaks me out when they're in the close. Well, so yeah, it freaks me out because I have chickens and goats. It's just the dogs outside. My dogs are plenty big enough to take care of themselves, but it's not. And that's another another thing people asked if I had a gun. Well, I can't like step off the back porch and shoot with a pistol or a rifle. You know, there's neighbors with cows. There's the chicken houses out here. I mean, like I can't shoot a rifle. They just go too far. It would take a chance of hitting something in the neighbor's yard in any direction. But then with a pistol, I'd have to be up closer to it, and I'm not going to, unless it's in a cage or trap or something like that. So that using a firearm is not an option. I thought I made that clear in the video, but maybe not. Let's see. Do they have a reason to be efficient? Sioux live in the city, and the coyotes come right up into their front yard in the city. That's crazy. But you're in Arizona, right, Sue? Where are you? I don't know where you are. I'm making stuff up, I guess. Tammy says, Grandpa always told me that God had a reason for every animal he created, from snakes to flies to even us. I don't like spiders, Tammy. And I don't like ticks, but those are arachnids, so, I mean, and I don't like chiggers. And I kill them all that I see. Or can't see when it comes to chiggers. Pixie Ranger agrees with your grandpa. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm not going to say anything about what negative about what God does. But don't like spiders, chiggers, ticks. How about discussing, Peggy says, how about discussing how much AI content is on Facebook and YouTube and across all platforms of media? It's really scary. We are not going to be able to believe in anything we see on the news. We already can't believe anything we see on the news. Okay, thank you, Lorie, for coming in. Lorie's got to go. We'll come back later and finish the watching it. AI, yeah. So I don't believe the news at all. I watch a whole lot of news and hope that maybe I get some sort of truth out of it. I believe some more than others, but the mainstream media, no, I don't. And the AI thing, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I have to go to the comments to see if it's real or not. And pretty much, if it looks unbelievable, if it's like, how did they do that, or I've never seen this before, I've never heard of this before, then to me it's AI, like automatically. Which I mean, we've never had AI before. I mean, so there are some things, I haven't seen everything before, but still, there's just too much deception out there, too much, I don't know. Can't trust any of it. Sarah's barnyard, I have my goats and poultry too. Luckily, you have good LGDs. I have one good LGD. Caleb, he tries to be a good boy, but he doesn't stay in the fence. And sometimes he gets a hold of chickens. He plays with them. I don't think he eats them actually, but he's jumping the fence, and he's in the shop right now because he jumps the fence. There are coyotes out there, and my LGD is in the shop because I can't trust him not to jump the fence. Lorie, have you seen Cassie and Gary's new land? Tammy, I did on video. I haven't seen it in person, but I did watch the video today. I told Cassie it looks like a good place for her to hide the stuff that she buys at the auction, hide it from Gary. Peggy says, I know, Sue, it is really going to be difficult for young people growing up. Yeah, I would hate to be growing up now. If you hit it, the bull, wait, what? If you hit it. Sue, I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I can read that right. If you hit it, the bull, it won't travel. Not a clue. Jovita says, I wouldn't mind trapping them. However, getting my hands on the cage to release them would be absolutely petrifying. Hire somebody. Pixie, hey, those spiders are eating bugs for you. I'd rather have the bugs. They're not eating chiggers. I don't know. Yes, in central Arizona, we're just west of Phoenix. See, okay, maybe I did know. When I moved to Peoria, it was a small town. Now it's a city. We built out so far. The desert is getting smaller, and the coyotes are losing their habitat. That's that way everywhere. I watched Billy Graham's sermon. That really wasn't him. I know there's a lot of, I've noticed they're doing a lot of preachers, a lot of well-known preachers, and they make them say some things that you have got to be really careful with what preachers say about what the Bible says, because it could be AI. Like, it's just, they've been doing it to Jonathan Cahn. They're really bad. Who else? Maybe Jimmy Evans. seems like maybe, what's his name? Andrew Womack. Hook a brother up with a job. Sue Sweeten, if you hit the coyote, the bullet won't travel. Oh. Yeah. But you gotta hit it. Can't hit it from the back door. A large herd of goats would clean up a new property real quick. They'll clean up some of it. I still have to go and mow out there in my goat, where my goats stay, the goat's pen or paddock or however you want to say it, because they're really picky. They really are. They'll browse around and they'll get leaves off of brush, and they'll eat bark off of trees, but they are not what the cartoons told me they were. They are picky. Pixie Ranger, they're not eating chiggers. I can't see this name. I can't see this name. It says, I can barely see the text because somebody hid either somebody or YouTube hid the comment. I don't know. So when I pull it back up, it's a little bit lighter. But it said, I had a pack of coyotes to kill my cats. The coyotes were on my back porch and front porch the next day. I had to pick up deceased cats all in my yard. My cats are in the shop. Actually, a few in the garage right now because I did get that kitten neutered yesterday, by the way. Outdoors with Vance. Hello. Peggy. Jack Hibbs. Yes. Said they were doing it to him in other countries. Jack Hibbs, yes. Charlie Kirk wasn't a preacher, but they have been doing things to his stuff. And it's like people have been doing this stuff. They've been taking clips of what somebody says and putting it together to say something else. But with the AI, you have to kind of doubt it to go looking to see if it is AI. Now, if there's writing or something like that, if you'll pay attention to the writing, if somebody has something on their shirt like it's backwards here. So I'm not talking about backwards, but AI, for whatever reason, when it makes videos, if you have a logo on your shirt, if you have writing, if there's a billboard or something, a name on a store, something in the background that has writing on it, if you zoom in and the writing doesn't make sense, like it doesn't say words, it doesn't make sense, that's one way to know that it is AI. Sometimes that's the only way I know. I was watching a video the other day about someone opened a chicken coop, and there was a coyote with a chicken in its mouth, and the livestock guardian dog, as soon as they opened the door, there's that coyote with the chicken, and the livestock guardian dog comes out of nowhere and attacks the coyote. And it happened so quickly, but I realized that it was AI because right before that LGD hit the coyote, I noticed that there was something off about the chicken that was in his mouth. It was just something, and I rewound it and watched it over and over and over. And there was something, there was like the legs weren't right. It looked like there was almost looked like there was 3 legs on the chicken or something. It's just very little things that if you're watching a video, you're not looking for detail, and it's really hard to tell what is AI and what is the truth. But a year from now, guys, they'll have that figured out, and you won't be able to tell. Probably 6 months from now, probably not even a year from now. Melendez was the name. That would be absolutely traumatizing. Yep. Oh, YouTube flagged it. I didn't know if you held it for me to look at or if YouTube did. Sometimes YouTube, like if you say certain keywords YouTube, and I didn't know if Helvetia flagged or held it back because of the words that were used in it, like, I don't know, gun, kill, die, things like that. YouTube kind of frowns upon guns. Edward Sweeten, sorry, I am late. Edward is late. Did not know you. How do you not know? Edward Sweeten, Sue Sweeten. Do y'all not talk? Do y'all not? Was outside taking down the Christmas lights. Uh-huh. Little late. Little late. Vita says Edward's never late. Peggy, that's what I'm teaching on tomorrow night, is discernment, trusting the Spirit to lead you to truth. And you need, I mean, if you're like, yeah, if you're a Christian, if you read the Bible, or if you're a Christian and you don't read the Bible, that's a problem in itself. But I mean, we have got to read the Bible and not online. Everybody needs their own Bible to hold, because you can change anything online. And you know, now they're trying to change history books, you know, and there are Bibles that are coming out that are like in China. They've really changed the Bible in China, I understand. It's really getting scary. You need to get a hold of a Bible and hang on to it and read it from front to back, over and over and over, because it's you don't know what's true anymore, and you need to know it before it's not there to look at. Amen, Peggy. Awareness is crucial during these times. Vita says, keep going, Lorie. YouTube is all ears, referring to the words I was using that I shouldn't be using on YouTube. I shouted to him when you were on, but he didn't hear me. Well, Sue, you tried. You can lead a horse to water, but you know, only so much you can do. Peggy says, exactly. Edward, I was outside, so I didn't hear you, Sue, yell at me that you were on. My niece told me today that apparently there are or have reworded in the Bible where God made Adam and Eve. What? They are or have reworded in the Bible where God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You're telling me, okay, let me see if I understand this. You're telling me that your niece told you that they either have already done it in some versions of the Bible or are going to put it in some versions of the Bible, that God made Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve. They're going to add that Adam and Steve on there. Is that what you're saying? I mean, just so they're not going to change the translations that are already there. It would have to be some off the wall version. I mean, like there are some versions out there that leave parts of translated scripture out. Like if you take the New King James or the King James version and compare it to one of the more current versions, you'll see some words and some phrases are left out. I've never heard that. Like I've never heard that that's what they're going to be doing. That just kind of blows my mind just a little bit. Sue, Lorie called you a horse. Ed, I'm laughing so hard. Of course, you call yourself Mr. Ed. Okay. Yeah. Sue, that I didn't call him Mr. Ed, did I? I said Edward. I think I called him Edward. Tammy says they're saying it's okay for Adam and Steve. They're going to put that in a version of the Bible. I mean, that's wrong too. Like, that's just like, either way, I don't like it. I don't think they're doing that. I've heard pastors preach that God made Adam and Eve not. Yeah, I've heard the saying. Yeah, with Sue, I've heard the saying, but China's making big changes to the Bible, and they're also making changes to the map. Like, they took Israel off the map. But Ovita, trying to change the subject. Woohoo! 36 out of 20, 36. I just don't want to messing with it. Just adding and taking away as you please. Well, Ovita says yes. I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm making Jovita uncomfortable. I'm just saying, Jovita, don't change the Bible either way, for or against it. Don't change the Bible. That's all. That's all. Just leave the Bible alone. They're starting to make they are. They're starting to make a new religion with AI, Edward, Mr. Ed. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. Look for that video on Thursday because it's gonna be on time. And I will try to continue to do live streams. I'll see you later. Bye. If I can figure out how to